Hey, I'm Jonathan Legg, host of The Road Less Traveled. This season has been a blast to film, and I'm glad you came along with me. For this final episode, we're going to look back through the shows, give you some inside insights, and pull out never-before-seen clips. Now, the best trips break away from the itinerary and shoot off in a unique direction. The same thing happens in our show. I come to every destination with a plan, but I keep it flexible to allow the trip to take a life of its own. This gives my travels a rather roller coaster type feel, often deep lows followed by big highs. For example, a week into my Philippine trip, we felt like we were done with Manila. So we jumped a car to head up to the rice terraces. Well, 6 hours into the trip, our producer realizes he's left the camera bag at Pacquiao's gym. So we've got to come 6 hours back. This is when I discovered the Black Nazarene. Getting permission from the church office then led me to the idea of exorcists, and the whole thing took off from there. That plunge into the supernatural took us deep into the Visayas, where we chased the legend of a vampire and the story of kids who were allegedly demon-possessed.
Mass possession.
To prepare for this, I tried to immerse myself in local superstitions and mysticism. I visited an arbulario, or witch doctor, directly after the exorcist warned me that doing so,
you're risking opening yourself to demonic spirits.
But I don't know. Does this lady seem risky to you? The whole charade was so grandiose, it was hard to take it too seriously. Ana kapre.
Oh, tikbalang. Okay, ganun.
In summary, this is what I've gathered. In my home lives a good Nuno, a good dwarf. But in my nature, I have a third eye. I have this ability to sort of connect with the supernatural. And because of that, I've drawn their attention and have acquired a curse from a witch, a bad dwarf, and a capre, which is a giant that lives in trees and smokes cigars. So, what do I do about these three? The bad dwarf, the witch, and the capre. How do I...
Kunin mo nga yung buntot pagi ni Nanay Marta at saka yung coral.
Coral?
Yes!
Let's get a couple stingray tails and some of that coral and a big Jesus statue.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put it on production bill.
Big yan.
I'll take it.
It's the reason, ano.
Oh my God. So if I see the witch, I
Tamaan your lady.
I hit her. Oh, did I hit that lady? Whoops. Sorry. Did I hit you with a stingray tail? That's the rudest thing you can do, is to hit somebody with a stingray tail. This lady is a helot, a mystical healer. A very popular helot. My plan is to go in there and, well, I don't know exactly. But first, I must wait. And wait. I entertain myself a bit by engaging the crowd. Suddenly, I get a deck of cards and I'm asked to shuffle them. And then I'm told to wait. Finally! A frail-looking woman sits surrounded by admiring assistants and scattered cards. The musty shed is sliced with light, cutting through the walls. I take a seat, and the ritual begins. Before I can say a thing, the lady jumps right into a fortune-telling routine.
You're an extraordinary person. You're a good person, you have a good character. You have Filipino blood, and you are a brave man, and you are capable of facing anyone, and you believe in this stuff like witchcraft, manananggal, mangkukulam, and you believe, but you want to see evidence.
I'm a believer, but I have a skeptical side. Some of them not so inventive.
You are into sharing to other people what you experience. So you want to explore these things.
Pinoy man da, o po maimol, o po nanggarano.
Okay, lady, hold on a sec. Let the storyteller drive the narrative. Interesting. Now I have a specific issue, and I'm curious if it's in the cards. Since I've been traveling, I've lost a lot of weight. At one point, I was hiking down the forest, I was running down a trail, and there were many anthills along the trail. And I know there's a local belief that sometimes a nuno, like a little man, lives in the anthills. So I'm curious if you believe there could be a link between me stepping on an anthill and losing the weight. That lady doesn't take my bait, you know, the old nuno dwarf routine, but instead she goes fishing into my past.
When your body is just came from work, you take a shower, you would wet your body, and which is not good because the cold.
Oh, is that the reason?
Spasm is kept
Because when I come back from work, I take a shower, and
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
trapped.
hot and the cold is.
Yeah, it's trapped within the flesh.
No, a long time ago, I crashed a bike, and I separated my shoulder, and it's only my shoulder.
Sa hawak mo pa.
Hips. Something is wrong with your.
May mo intindi sa
Really?
Victoria. Hindi sa magniwang, hindi sa ligid man.
Because of your fall,
Yeah.
your doctor said that you have fractured your shoulder, but actually you have something is still kept there uncured
Dapat
or
dilutong
unhealed.
Uh-huh.
So you
Para
need
hindi sa
to
magniwang.
undergo healot. This is going to treat you.
This thing has turned into a direction I didn't expect. A short while ago, I thought I was diving into a den of the occult. Now I'm getting an oil massage. But I'm a roll with it. I like surprises, and hey, it kind of feels nice. Yeah. So, who gives her her power? Where does the power come from? Baby Jesus? So Jesus is the one who's giving power through your hands. Wow. Well, although I'm naturally dubious about such matters, I can't say the lady really got me. I mean, I got a lot of bang for my buck. She gave me the oil massage, which supposedly realigned my bones, gave me a reading of my personality, my character type. I got a handful of charms to stick in my pocket, which should prolong the effect of the massage she gave me in keeping my body in shape. And I got a full written prescription and a summarized bill, quite reasonable, 160 pesos, and her phone number if I have any follow-up questions. Some medicine to boot. It's a bargain. They both had some pretty bombastic routines, but that helot sure had a packed house. What was her secret? The assistants? Nicer location? The massages? Or just maybe, when people are sick, their level of critical thinking tends to lower.